So I have a couple of questions for you, and these are questions particularly if maybe you're younger or if you're one of the people I'm speaking about. So yesterday I was saying a bunch of stuff. Let's just go with I think Suella Braverman is one of the people that ordinary Brits can look at and feel, well, at least someone in politics is trying to highlight some of the things that really piss us off. And for many people, I think Suella Braverman was one of the only voices that kind of made any sense in a place where all of them appear to be snakes or do whatever's best for them. But anyway, here's the questions. Number one. So people have been saying, well, this is the first time I've disagreed. I do not agree with you. I disagree. Unfollowed. Unfollowed. I mean, I will say, if you're going to unfollow, do feel free to just offer tea piss. No need to come back with a megaphone and shout about it. Just off you go. But you say, I disagree. Unfollowed. So question one is, do you only want to follow people you agree with? Are the only people you prepared to listen to or hear from people who think the same as you or that you can agree with or would agree with you? That's an open question. And then my second question, and this one's a bit more tricky, but I'm asking it with absolute sincerity, is when you say, I disagree with you, does it mean that I'm wrong and you're right? So if it's your view, therefore you agree with it, are you right 100% of the time? Is that what you truly believe? Because I wonder if that isn't the kind of thinking that's got us into the pickle that we're actually in, is this endless need to agree with someone to be able to even share space with them or hear from them or even to be allowed to allow them to be on a stage somewhere else. You have to be able to agree. And this weird, in a sense, that if you agree with it, it must be right. Whereas, for example, I would say there's loads of things I think I might not be right, but they're just my opinions. And I've never asked anyone to agree with anything I've said. I've just said my stuff, and that's fine. And then I guess the final thing, which is a different layer and less important, but for people who believe you can only listen to people who you agree with, and by extension, if you agree with them, they're right because you think you're right 100% of the time, do you also think you can only like people that you agree with? Because that's really at the crux of this thing. And I know this because of 10 years of being utterly hated. Is so many people were taught, I think in schools and other places and by their friendship groups, that if you disagree with someone, not only must you not like them, but you can hate them. And I don't think any of those things are true. I don't think we have to agree. I don't think I'm always right. Therefore, I would think people would disagree with me because it's just my opinion. And I've never thought you can only like someone that you agree with. And I guess I've only ever observed the fact that I was required to be hated by the mainstream if you disagreed with me. So, really, two questions there for people. But most of the time, please know, my sense is that we're not here to be agreed with. I just say what I think. I say it pretty boldly at times. Most of the time, I'm laughing at myself. And I'm never, ever, ever going to ask you to agree.